Those of you who know me personally would be aware that I have been given a second lease of life after my battle with cancer. As the saying goes, prevention is better than cure. I have learned from my experience with cancer that preventive health and wellness through natural processes is so important and a lot cheaper than in seeking for a cure when a disease surfaces. Although I have survived cancer, the side effects of the chemotherapy still lingers on. This is why when I learned about the Meridian therapy and how easy it is for me to learn and to maintain good health, I was so enthusiastic to share this natural form of therapy with as many people as possible, and hence this afternoon's workshop. It is my hope that after this session, I will be able to grow a team of like-minded people who will work with me to promote and share the knowledge and skills with people you know. At the same time, it would be important that we impart this knowledge and skills to the younger generations so the knowledge and skills are not lost over time. I am deeply honored and appreciative to have the founder of Essentially Meridian to speak and conduct the session this afternoon. Mr. Alvin Yong is a dear friend of mine and he hails from Singapore. Back in 2014, when I faced my darkest time in my health after I was diagnosed with cancer, he visited me and introduced me to cell therapy using the world's first and only oral marine cell therapy supplement made in Switzerland. Since then, I have been, to this day, taking this fantastic supplement that has kept me well. If you want to know more about this, please contact me so I can give you the information. Okay, the Meridian done. Okay. Alvin founded Essentially Meridian in 2007. Trained in quantum physics and defense science in UK, he is a multipreneur in healthcare, cell therapy, pottery, and social enterprise. Alvin was trained personally by a team of professors from Taiwan's Yang Medical University, who led the biotech R&D team in extracting the essence from traditional herbs and developing simplified acupressure techniques for preventive health. Okay, now, to start this session, I would like all of you to stand up and join me in doing an exercise, the Meridian dance. You didn't expect this, did you? Wow. This exercise is a fun way of activating our meridians. Just follow along with the video. Okay, let's all stand up.
The Meridian exercise is a set of simple, repeatable steps that activate our acupressure points and improve qi flow in our body. Let's start with clapping our hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 counts of 8 for each step. Next, beat the back of your hands, simulate all the acupressure points on our palms and fingers. Next, crisscross the web of your hands to stimulate our ba xue acupressure points. Next, intercept your fingers. Improve peripheral circulation and relieve numbness in the fingers. Palm down, knock the sides of your palms, stimulate large intestine meridian and help to release headache, prevent flu. Palm up, knock the inner side of the palm, stimulate small intestine meridian and Ho Si, release neck pain, relaxes muscles. Knock the wrists together, stimulate heart and pericardial meridian, Da Ling point, prevent and relieve heart attack and chest pain. Hammer the left palm with the right fist. Stimulate heart and pericardial meridian and Lao Gong point at the center of the palm. Switch to the right palm, stimulate Lao Gong point, remove tiredness, improve alertness. Next, beat the inner side of your left arm, strengthen the heart, pericardium and lung meridian. Beat the outer side of the left arm, strengthen small intestine, triple warmer and large intestine meridians. Next, switch to the inner side of the right arm. Improve respiratory and cardiovascular system. Next, the outer side of the right arm. Strengthen the small intestine, triple warmer and large intestine meridians. Beat the left shoulder with the right hand and lower back with the left hand. Beat the shoulder to relieve stiff neck, shoulder ache and migraine. Switch to the right shoulder, beat the back with your right hand. Helps with impotence, water retention, ringing in the ears. Next, beat the tummy with the right hand and back with the left hand. Beat tummy improves digestion and strengthens immunity. Switch, beat the tummy with the left hand and back with the right hand. Beat the back to relieve backache, strengthen urinary and reproductive system. Beat the left side of the tummy with the left hand, relieve constipation, diarrhea and improve blood circulation to lower limbs. Beat the right side of the tummy with the right hand, strengthen our digestive system. Use both hands to beat the inner and outer side of your left leg. Beating the inner side strengthens spleen, liver and kidney meridian. Beat around the knee area clockwise. Relieve kneecap pain, arthritis, strengthen weak limbs. Next, use the left hand to beat the outer side of the left knee or 珠三里, relieve gastric and abdominal discomfort. Beat the back of the left knee, activate with Yong point on the bladder with Meridian, relieve backache, kneecap pain. Next, beat the inner side of the left leg above the ankle, stimulate the 三阴交 on the liver, kidney and spleen meridian. Switch to the right leg, beat the inner and outer side. Beating the outer side, strengthen the stomach and bladder and gallbladder meridian. Next, beat around the knee area, very good for gastric pain, kneecap pain, arthritis and weak limbs. Beat the outer side of the left knee on the 珠三里 point, helps with loss of appetite, diarrhea, constipation, strengthens weak limbs. Now, beat the back of the right knee on your Wei Zhong point, relieve arthritis, numbness and aches of lower limbs. Next, beat the inner side of the right leg above the ankle. Activate your 三阴交 to improve spleen, liver and kidney function. Alright, let's relax with some breathing exercise. Take a deep breath in, fill up your lungs, stomach full. Breathe out, empty out your lungs, stomach empty. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out. Last time, breathe in. Fill out your lungs. Breathe out. Empty the lungs. That's the end of the Meridian dance. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you, everyone. Wasn't that energizing? Can you please take a drink of warm water first? And then I will hand over to Alvin. Let's welcome him with a round of applause.
Hello, everyone. Hi. Thank you very much for attending today's workshop. I'm Alvin from Singapore. I'm very happy that today, on this auspicious day of Sarawak Day, we have such an international audience from among us. Could I invite everybody to type in the chat, where are you from? Is everybody here from Sarawak only? Could we have a look at where everybody is from? Oh, we see Philippines, Singapore, JB, Australia, Laguna, Philippines, Hong Kong, Kuching, Jakarta, wow. Hometown in JB. Oh, there's a USA, which stands for Upper Serangoon area. Wow, give yourself a big round of applause. Wow, for coming together. This is a united nation, isn't it? Okay, I'm very happy that we had a chance to share about what the Meridian therapy is all about. My name is Alvin Yong again, and I'm very happy that we had a chance to share how to take good care of yourself, especially during this very trying pandemic time. It's really sweeping all around the whole world. In particular, it's coming up very strongly even in Singapore, and in Malaysia, I'm sure also is undergoing a lot of challenges. I hope that by stimulating our own body, rather by learning how to stimulate our own body to enhance our immunity, it will go some way into helping every single one of us here and all that are in our family to fortify ourselves and to fight against this pandemic time. Yeah. I hope that how many of you are very, very keen on increasing your immunity, or rather upregulating your immunity? Can I see a yes or no? Yeah, because it's we are on Zoom, yeah. So I think it'll be really great for all of us to interact with each other on the little chat here, so you can kind of like pretend to hear a lot of voices from amongst all of us. It's a very good crowd here. Okay, now before we begin, I would just like to kind of say a few things about what we are going to show you here is not to replace any medical procedures or medical practices that you have been advised by your professional medical practitioner. So it is a very, very good way to enhance our well-being, enhance our overall immunity, so as to prevent illnesses. Yeah, but if you have a reason to seek medical advice, please do so. Okay. Now, a quick words on what is essentially Meridian. Thank you very much, Amy. Amy and I have become friends since 2014. Yeah, isn't it? Amy. Yeah, 2014 when I met her for the first time at a home in a home. She was suffering from the breast cancer at that point in time. I must say that I am one of the happiest person on earth to see the transformation of her health. And since then, we have been really good friends. Although I'm far away in Singapore and she's across the ocean behind me in Kuching. But we are very close, right? Don't you all feel very close to each other now in Zoom? Actually, amazingly, on Zoom, we are closer than if we are physical, you know that. Because from my nose to the camera, right, it's only about 4 feet away. And from there to your nose is probably another about 4 feet. So we are like, you know, just less than about 1 meter away from each other. Do you feel the closeness to me? Eerie, right? Okay, a little bit about essentially Meridian that was set up way back in 2007. I personally also accidentally stumbled upon this wellness technology, I would say, yeah. And since then, it has helped my family, myself, my parents, and the people around me. And together with a bunch of good friends, we formed this grouping called essentially Meridian. It's a preventive wellness outfit that we go out and educate people about ourselves. Yeah, every one of us should really learn more about our own body, so that we are in better control, take better control, especially preventive actions, so that we can prevent ourselves from unknowingly falling sick, okay? So our mission is really to promote a very, very easy to learn Meridian 101. It is actually a series of workshops. So you learn about your body, where are the main points that you can stimulate so that you can improve your health, right? So our value is really very simple. We want to make things very simple. We deconstruct complicated concept into very simple and pragmatic things that you can do. Like today, right? Today you will learn you'll take away something really extraordinarily cherishable. You can help not only yourself, but your whole family. I'm also very glad that since 2007, we have come a long way. It's been a long journey, but the movement of Meridian therapy has now caught on not only in Singapore, Malaysia, many of you are from Malaysia, Taiwan, Japan, Hong Kong, and you can read it on the slide. It has gone around the whole of Asia and onward into Europe, and I personally have even brought it into Africa. I'll tell you a bit of a story after that, yeah. Now, what is today's learning all about? We say that we're going to celebrate Sarawak Day and make ourselves happy. Not just happy, we make ourselves healthy. And to be healthy, we have to learn how to increase and enhance our immunity. Do you all agree that the COVID-19 has really educated most of us, if not all of us across the whole wide world, about the importance of immunity? Because at the end of the day, immunity is really our best defense, whether or not you're vaccinated. Okay, even though you have received the vaccine. How many of you have received a vaccine? Can you type a yes on your chat group? Great, yeah. So quite a number of us. The number of vaccinated individual will continue to increase. But having said that, you realize that COVID is only one of many, many, many viruses and bacteria out there that can threaten our health. Yeah. So it's not just about vaccine against COVID, but it's really about everything else that we must fortify our body against. But especially COVID, if you look at the picture here, you realize that COVID has that power to, once it penetrates through our immune system, the defense system, it can go in and wreak havoc around our entire body, okay, and multiple organs and all. So today, you're going to learn something that is really simple, and sincerely from the bottom of my heart, I wish that you will put it into good practice, or at least try it out for a period of time, yeah, and then you can tell us whether or not it worked, yeah. Now, what is Meridian? You heard us talking about Meridian therapy. I'd just like to kind of introduce you to the concept of Meridian. Meridian is something that we all have, okay? We are all born with a system of meridians in our body. And in the concept of meridian health, all right, it is really about fine-tuning our meridians such that the chi, which is the you call it ki in Japanese, and you call it prana. You may have heard of pranayama. Those of you who do yoga and meditations, and it's the same thing. Okay, chi or ki or prana is basically describing the life force, the vital energy that flows within our body, right? And the chi actually flows along this system called the meridian system. And if your chi is flowing well, then you have good health. So that is the basic tenet behind meridian therapy, okay? So how do we move the chi around? Here you could see at the 3 points that I mentioned: acupressure, gua sha, and herbal essential oil. I'll explain very quickly what those mean, okay? Now, let me kind of like help all of us understand the concept of meridian a little better. And one good analogy that I always like to use is that of the mountain and the river. And I'm sure, right, in Sarawak, you have lots of mountains, you have lots of river system, you have lots of lakes. Not so in Singapore. I wish we have more of those, yeah. But no worry, I'll come to your beautiful land and come and travel with all of you. How many of you like traveling? Wow, just look at the picture behind your back, right? That is a good description of what Sarawak look like, right? Yeah. So why do I say that Meridian's concept is like that of a mountain and river? You see, if the rivers are your meridian, okay, they are all connected way from the mountaintop. When the rain falls, and then it transports the water through to from one lake to another. So the lakes are like your organ, okay? The lakes will kind of get into a rotten situation if the water is not flowing, isn't it? If the water is not flowing, then you have a stagnated lake, and the stagnated lake is a dead lake. And things that are like the organism that's in the lake, like the plants and the fishes and the planktons and everything will die, right? So all those good stuff that's in the lakes are like good stuff that is in your body, along in your blood, for example, right? The water is your blood and your chi. So can I do a quick bio test here? Test how many of you know your own blood and your body, okay? Tell me 3 things that are in your blood that are really, really important for your immunity and for your good health. Come on, can I see? Yeah, all those who know, don't say anything, okay? Well, looks like everybody very, very smart there today. Yeah, oxygen is really important, right? Where oxygen can't get to in your body, and that's where cancer can thrive, okay? And immune cells, of course, I see somebody says immune cells. Immune cells are like the policemen, are like the army in your body, right? And where all the immune cells can't get to, then you have a lot of riot and chaos, and that will lead on to diseases of all kinds. So, so this is where it is. At the end of the day, it is really about ensuring that there's an ease of flow. All the water that rains from the mountain will flow down through the river system to the lakes and go on through all the gates. Yeah. And these gates are what we call acupressure point on our body. And in a short while, you'll learn a few acupressure points that are very, very major to ensuring that there will be an ease of flow of your qi and your blood. And therefore, ease of flow is called good health. And when there's a ease of flow, then you have disease. Very interesting, right? The language, yeah? So how do you help such meridian system? Where are they, all right? Now, just a quick kind of introduction to our meridian system. There are 12 bilateral and 2 midline. This constitute the 14 main major meridians, you know, on our body. There are lots of other crisscrosses throughout our whole body. Yeah. And on these meridians are major acupressure point. Some are more major than others. But you will notice on this picture here that all the meridians are somehow linked from one to another. Just like all the river system on planet Earth, it is also like all the road system that is in any one of our country. So they're all linked together, and there's actually specific timing that's correlated to each one, but those are a little bit more advanced knowledge that we can cover in another workshop. Yeah. So today is an introductory talk, and I hope that I will make it as simple as possible. Yeah. It's an appreciation. Now, how do we make sure that the meridians are not blocked, are not having some kind of jam, you know, traffic jam? When you have traffic jam, not good news, yeah? So there's one way that you can do it is by mechanical means. Mechanical means that is acupressure. Acupressure simply means that you press on specific meridian points on your body. And how many of you like massage? Can I have a quick poll here? How many of you like massage? Come, tell me whether you like massage or not. Wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Do you know why you like massage? It is natural. It's like a child. If you caress the child, you soothe him or her, you know, they feel happy, right? Because touch and a little bit harder touch, you call it acupressure. Yeah. And there's another way. If you look at on the right hand side, you will see gua sha. Gua sha is using a gua sha board like what I'm showing you right in front of my camera right now. Okay, you see the difference between gua sha and acupressure is that acupressure uses the thumb. Can you see my thumb? Yeah. Okay, it is a big area. But if I'm going to use a gua sha board, it is a knife edge. Can you see the knife edge? Yeah. So if it's a knife edge, you'll realize that it is a lot more effective. Yeah. So the mechanically is more effective in opening up the channel. And once the channel is open up and the qi is able to flow very fluently and you have good circulations, and then you are able to improve your health. Okay. So different meridian, of course, govern different systemic health, and I'll come to that in short. Wow. Okay. Now, but mechanically is only about your own energy. Yeah. Typically, if someone is not so healthy, or if you want to enhance your level of health to a higher level, then it is quite logical to imagine that you will need to inject in new amount of energy. So in other words, it's a power up. Yeah. And in all tradition throughout human history, yeah, it is always herbs that play a role. So if you look at the number one, the first herb here is called magnolia. Now, magnolia is not the ice cream. So do not go away thinking that, you know, give yourself a false justification that you can consume lots of ice cream and you'll be healthy. That's a wrong argument, okay? Magnolia looks like this, okay? Look at the screen, yeah? Magnolia look like this. It is actually a herb, right? And then you have other herbs along patchouli, forsythia, and others, yeah? So all these herbs has a specific function, has specific property. And in the energy medicine, energy science, we call them, they're having different frequency. Okay, so magnolia has a frequency that aligns to the lung and large intestine meridian. And if I may just add on a little, large intestine and lung meridian governs your respiratory health. And then the next one, you have patchouli. And some of you may have heard of the little pills called 保仔丸. Yeah. So patchouli is the main ingredient in that little 保仔丸. And that has the energy that correlate and resonate with the spleen and the stomach meridian. And spleen and stomach meridian, interestingly, and you don't need a lot of gases, yeah, it governs your digestive system. And forsythia is another plant, another herb that you can see the bright yellow color forsythia flowers. And it has the energy that correlates to liver and gallbladder meridian. Okay, who wants to guess? Liver and gallbladder meridian, what system do they govern? Do they govern your reproductive system or do they govern your detoxification system? Multiple choice, 2 choose 1. Very easy, correct or not? Yeah, I know Amy was a teacher, yeah, and I maybe some of you are her friends or all teachers. Teachers love to give multiple choice, right? I give 2 only, 2 choose 1, 50% sure get it right, okay? Yeah, detoxification. So forsythia is the herbs that has a very powerful effect to rejuvenate and tune up and upregulate our liver and gallbladder meridian that in turn govern the detoxification system. And then so on and so forth, yeah? So you have different herbs and these are slightly higher energy. Herbs has always slightly a higher level of energy compared to our human health. And that is the reason why humanity can only be sustained only if there is a thriving natural environment around us. So please take good care of the environment. And that is something really, really important. I look at Tony Xia here, they're one of our participants here. He's got a beautiful, trees and a forest behind him. That is really nice. And Anna as well. Anna has got lots of greenery behind her. Yeah, take care of all the greenery around us. And I'm sure Kuching is more green than Singapore. Okay. And this is really important. And you have higher energy in terms of herbs, then you can go out there and look for plants that can rejuvenate your body. But you and I know that looking for plants, people like you and I, we have no idea which plant that we can pluck, which one will kill us and which one will make us healthy, right? And even you know that those plants are goodness plant, you do not know how to treat them. You do not know how to boil them with 10 bowl of water, and make into a half a bowl of concentrate and it tastes awful to drink, yeah? So I was really very glad in 2007 that a team of professors from Yong Medical University, through their research and developmental projects, they created this set of essential oil. Now, I call this the best magical blend of the East and the West. It has 3,500 years of medical wisdom from traditional herbs and traditional Chinese medicine practices. And then yet we have the best of the Western biotechnology in the extractions of the essence from these herbs. And they put it into this bottle. I call them energy in bottles because each of these 8 bottles of oil has a specific energy that correlate to certain meridians in our body. So that is really the intention behind the setting up of essentially Meridian, is to propagate this knowledge, is to share this knowledge with people from all over the world, with you today, so that you understand your body better and know how to accept the right energy to open up the meridians, specific meridian on your body, which will then take care of specific systemic health in your body. Does it make sense to every one of us? Am I talking rocket science? Yeah, even rocket science has already gone to the space and come back 2 times round, by Jeff Bezos and what's the other guy's name? And Ransom and who?
Branson.
Richard Branson. Yeah. Okay. So this is Very, very convenient. We do not need to be confused about all the thousands of kind of herbs and how to treat those herbs and prepare those herbs for our enhancement of our energy. So these are energy in a bottle that you can carry around. But the question is how to use them. That is the complex part of if we do not know it. Like me, I didn't know it. I was a Western trained guy. I studied quantum physics, like how Amy introduced me. I kind of know a lot of science about energy, but I do not know how to relate energy from plant to my body until this set of oil came about. So we are going to get into action in a short while. Are you all ready to do some action with together? Yes or no? Give me a thumbs up, an emoji thumbs up, or say yes in the chat. And now I have my chat open by my side so I could interact with you, even though you're not allowed to talk when I'm talking. Okay, cool, right? Now, before we get started in meridian therapy of any sort, there are just a couple of things to take note of. No alcohol and no smoking, okay? Reason being that when we are doing meridian therapy, we are literally opening up the channels for free flowing of traffic of the qi and the energy. And you really do not want to add in any form of harmful substances like smoke, like nicotine and like liquor, okay? You can, if you really can't help, smoking and drinking, but please do it after, okay, 2-3 hours after. Then the next thing is that do not consume any form of painkiller, because it is very interesting along your meridian system and your acupressure point. If you were to stimulate it and you feel painful, you will feel sensitive nevertheless, okay? You will always feel sensitive. But if you feel overly painful, it is an indication of your body telling you that there is some form of traffic jam along that meridian, okay? Alarm bell, please do something about it, okay? That's basically what your body is telling you. So what happens when you take painkiller? Anybody? What happens? Do you take painkiller? Does any one of you take painkiller? What does it do to you? It tastes very good, like sweet, like M&M. No, it doesn't. Okay, it masks the pain, it numbs your nerve system. And when it masks the pain and it numbs your nerve system, it's not good news for meridian therapy, because your body may be trying to tell you something, but the communication line is cut and you are not able to understand your body. Okay, so that is the no-no. May I make ask any one of you pregnant today? Amy, are you pregnant again? She said, oh, good, no. Yeah, okay, we do not recommend any pregnant woman to do meridian therapy of any sort, okay? But there's only one point which I will teach in another workshop, okay? And no bathing after 2 hours typically. But today we are not doing any gua sha, so you don't need to worry about that. But typically when we do gua sha, you realize that when your meridians are blocked and when you gua sha over it, it tends to exhibit in a red spot. And that is a way of signaling to you that the meridians are being unblocked, okay? So it's a form of detoxification. And if you had sha, which is a red spot, then we recommend that you do not do any more gua sha, you do not bathe also, okay, until after the sha has gone away. And for bathing is 2 hours after any form of meridian therapy. Finally, like Amy said, drink lots of warm water, okay? While you are doing meridian therapy, you are helping your body to undergo a fantastic natural detoxification. Yeah, you are just flushing out whatever that is not good in your body. Yeah, so you drink more water so that your water will then help to flush out and carry all those toxins outside of your body. Okay, purge out of your body. Are we okay so far, everyone? Yes or no? Yeah. Am I talking nonsense? Of course not. Yeah. Good. Everyone good? Yes. Excellent. We even have Filipinos. Very, very excited that we have Filipinos joining us today. Yeah. They're so far away. All right. Are we ready? So today you kind of read in the title of the workshop that is called Human Reset. Wow, what a big word, right? kind of like you're pressing a reset button on your computer and you kind of flush things out and reset it into that original good status. Yeah, and that is really what we are trying to do. Right? You see, you're born with your chi flowing very well all around your body. Okay, all around the systemic channels within your body. Okay, but somewhere along the line, there's some stuck, there's some traffic jam and all that. Let me share with you that health is the natural state of affair for every one of us. Disease is that unnatural state. And this is when we want to reset our human conditions back to the optimal status. Yeah. And how do we do it? There are 5 points. And this is why we call it the magic 5. Okay, everyone say together, magic 5. Show me your 5. Yes, good. Very good. Yeah, I love these interactions. Yeah. Magic 5. Okay. There are 2 on your wrist and then 3 points on your leg. So today is very easy. Yeah. Every one of you, if at the end of today, you tell me that you find that today's talk is too complicated, then jump into the river behind me. Okay. Okay. So are we ready? If you are ready, we'll get into this understanding of in your body system, there is a microcosm. You see, if you look outside of your body, look around you now, you see the macrocosm, the whole universe. Yeah. And many of us know about the 5 elements concept, that everything on the planet Earth that we see around us, outside of us, is kind of constituted with the 5 elements of what? Wood, fire, earth, matter, and water. And there is a very interesting magical correlations between them. Okay, if you are very interested in the 5 elements, I have a very unique talk about the 5 element theory. How many of you would like to hear about the 5 element theory? Type 5, okay, type 5, and then we can, yeah, when we have that talk, then we can invite all those who type 5, okay? Or I can organize a very special talk for Amy and her friends who are interested in the 5 elements, okay? Yeah, okay, you can register for the 5 element talk right now by typing 5 into the chat group, in the chat, yeah? Okay, it's very interestingly 5 elements. While the 5 elements exist outside of us, there is a 5 element concept, there is a 5 element microcosm, an inner universe, if you like, that's inside you. Do you know that? Inside you, there is a wood, fire, earth, matter, and water elements within you. And if you look at some of the words that I've written here, you realize that each of these elements is correlating to a pair of meridians system. And then the pair of meridian system correlates to a systemic health. You can see that the fire element will impact on your nervous system, your earth element impact on your digestive system, the water element impact on your reproductive system, and so on and so forth. So in order for your 5 elements within you to be in harmony, okay, and the world today, you could kind of understand that the world today is a little bit out of harmony, to teach us a lesson that we can see around us. Yeah, if there is too much logging in a country, what happened? You have flood. So the wood will not be able to prevent the flood. Okay, so one will lead on to the other, and then the whole imbalance will. So while we understand the imbalance that is around us, outside of us, you then can correlate the understanding and extend it inward into you. And within your own inner universe, it is your role, it's your job, because it's nobody else's job. You can complain about the government not taking care of the logging industry or the rivers and whatever not. But there is only one government inside your inner universe. And may I ask, who is that government? Who is that government? Is that your whichever party or whatever?
There is a home for you.
It is yourself, right? We are our own government. So how do we then impact on our inner universe. And that is the whole lessons of today. And it doesn't require passing of complicated law, go for a Congress meeting and whatever not. There's no voting and all that. It's all about the 5 elements. So are we ready for that? Okay. Now, one of the things that will power you besides the essential oil is that our natural source of energy, which is called the sun. Okay, the sun gives us energy. In fact, the sun is what makes the whole earth livable, a living creature, living things. Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, without the sun, nothing will be alive today. Yeah. So there is this concept of the sun are able to power your energy directly. Okay. In a way, when you're doing this 5 magic point, we highly recommend that your back face the sun in the morning. Okay, just take note of the 2 little note here. Before noon, which is in the morning, you ensure that the sun blares onto your back. Okay, and you can see the red arrow here. That is the flow of your qi along the midline meridian called the Du Mai and the Ren Mai. So there is, don't ask me why, but there's a certain directions, okay? And it goes this way. And in the afternoon, you face the sun so that the sun will be powering you from the front. Okay, so that is just a simple, very simple advice over here when you are get into doing this 5 elements, the 5 points. Okay. Now, what are the 5 points? I hope that all of us understand one concept here is that these 5 points that I'll be teaching you now is called a Yuan point. In Chinese, it's called a Yuan Xue. And Yuan is kind of Yuan Tou, right? Yuan literally it means is interconnections. I was searching for a map of Kuching that has got some kind of MRT system. That I learned from Amy that there's no MRT in Kuching yet. But I think all of you are familiar with the KL map. Okay, right here you could see that if you can correlate all the meridian system to all the railway lines and the MRT lines and the LRT line, whatever line, these lines transport the people from all over to all over other places around, right? But you have major interchanges, right? So these are the major interchanges that you can think of them as a Yuan point in your body. Yuan point are where the qi will come together and redistribute it out. It come together and redistribute out. So it's like the interchange where the human traffic come together and redistribute out to the different towns and different parts of the city. So these are the points that are really useful and important. So like I say, one of the principles essentially Meridian is that we teach only the very major acupressure point that will make it work magically for every one of us, okay? And so this is the 5 Yuan point that we are going to share with you. Okay, we're going to start with one after the other. Okay, so I think that you could see this little human here. The 5 Yuan points starts from your foot, your left foot, and then it goes to the second, goes to the third, and it goes to the fourth, and then come back to the 5th, which is back to your left foot. Okay, so it is a circular motion. So later on, I would like to invite all of you to turn on your videos, okay, because we are going to do a mass demonstration by one of my demonstrators, Daphne, later on. I will invite her to demonstrate, and then we will all practice together. And you could see on the video here that there's some of us who are in this black t-shirt like me. Okay, they are all my fellow trained ambassadors. Okay, and so they will be giving you tips as they watch and they observe, and they will be giving you tips along the way. Yeah, so you could see this picture is actually quite important. You will then see and appreciate that the 5 Yuan points are relating to 5 elements, and each of these elements has a specific colors. So we start with the wood element number 1, which is the liver, and this specific point, and later we'll go through in detail. It's called a Tai Chong acupressure point. And we use the oil that is correlating to the wood element to energize the Tai Chong Yuan point. And then it will have a certain impact and benefits to every one of us here. And then we go on to point number 2, which is a fire element. And the fire element is lying on the pericardium meridian, which governs the heart. And that is really about systemic health concerning the nervous system. Okay, and there's specific oil for that as well. And then we go on to number 3, number 4, number 5. Okay, so we're going step by step. Don't worry, you won't get lost. Okay, I promise you, I'm very, very good. Okay, I'm very, 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 very good. Okay, and I'm very good because you are very, very, very good. Okay, agree? Agree? Give me a thumbs up. Yeah. Well, also hao lian, like me, I also hao lian. Okay, good. Let's begin with the first Yuan point. Okay, the first Yuan point is very important point. It's called the Tai Chong Xue. Okay, when I was in Kenya, I was teaching all the African kids, and I was also teaching all the Indian in India. And I would then say, everybody pronounce together with me, Tai Chong Xue. Okay, all of you pronounce to me, Tai Chong Xue. Okay, I tell you, don't care, no need to know. Okay, no need to know how to pronounce it. Only professional like us need to know. For you, you only need to know where to press. Okay, and how to stimulate it. That's good enough. And what oil to use. Okay, so this is the point you can see on the picture on the right hand side. Okay, in a short while, I'm going to invite my demonstrator to help me, and she will demonstrate using her beautiful food. Okay, now what I want to say is that when you find a point, how to stimulate it is by pressing on it and then rotate around it 50 to 100 times. Okay, if you have more time, do 200 times is even better. Okay, so all the points, it doesn't make any sense if you just touch it, it will not work. Okay, you have to stimulate it. Okay, stimulate it 50 to 100 times clockwise, followed by anti-clockwise 50 to 100 times. Very simple, yeah? And all you need is just 1 or 2 drops of the Forsythia Detox oil. Now I'm going to explain a little why this is really important. This is energy that you get into your system. It will energize it. Now the Forsythia Detox oil is a combination, is formulated from HO formula. All right, like very much like you can see some of the ingredients here, like Forsythia, aloe vera, tea tree, lavender, etc. But all this has a you can call it like a concerted level of energy that will assist our liver meridian and gallbladder meridian to be enhanced. Now it is able to clear our heatiness. It is very good for angry people as well. Angry people will definitely hurt your liver meridian, which will hurt your liver system as well. Okay, and this oil has very high anti-inflammatory practice and as well as antibacterial property. This is the oil that you can actually apply directly on your acne or your pimples. Okay, for those of you who are teachers like Amy with young kids who always have breakout of acne and all, this oil is very, very good for them. Okay, so you can see that acne is actually a manifestation, not necessarily just because your face is dirty. Okay, so you realize that even you buy good facial wash and you wash your face, acne breakout sometimes persist. So it is because of this harmony from within. It's a little bit like the volcano that is erupting. It's something from inside. So this oil is very good because Forsythia helps you to fine-tune your meridian system from inside out, and it can also help from the outside in. Okay, now I'm going to stop share right now so that I'm going to invite Daphne to help me to Daphne, are you there? Can someone help me to spotlight Daphne?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah,
Okay.
can every one of you see? If you are not able to see, can you press the view and you press a speaker mode? Okay, if you press a view right on top right hand corner, you see that little dot there. You will press to speaker mode, you'll be able to see her leg in a much enlarged screen. All right. So we see that how to find the point. Okay, she's going to use a pen to draw on the, oh, she's going to use a sticker. I can see the sticker, see? All right, so you look at can all of you feel your big toe and your second toe? Okay, you feel a big toe and second toe is like a valley. Okay, you run along the valley upward until you cannot go any further. Okay, so that's somewhere around that. Now you do not need to be very exact because you're not trying to do acupressure and put a needle through it. Okay, so roughly you know where it is. You put the oil. I know some of you are first time attending this talk. You know, you may not have the oil. Doesn't matter. You use your thumb or your knuckle, okay, to stimulate that point. Okay, later on when you get the oil, you can do it much better, more powerful. Okay, so that is a point. You can see that all you need to do is just drip 1, 2, or 3 drops of it. You know, depending on how big your big foot, then you drop 3 lah. Okay, if not, then you just massage it. Okay, you notice what Daphne is doing clockwise. Okay, for today's practice, okay, everybody practice 30 round enough, huh? Okay, 30 round, and then anti-clockwise 30 round. Okay, now I would like to invite everybody to show me your beautiful leg and practice on yourself. Everybody, you don't practice, I'm not going to continue. Okay.
Oh,
All right, come, everybody practice, and I will invite all my fellow ambassadors to assist me. Okay, to kind of like, you know, watch over all of you. Is fun, yeah, it's really very fun.
Yeah, start with your left foot first.
Very good, yeah.
And then go on to your right foot.
Excellent, yeah. Okay, I can see Doodle. Oh, I like the way Doodle position the camera. Is very, very clear. Doodle, you're doing really good. Yeah, go on. 100, not 100 times, 30 times clockwise, and then anti-clockwise 30 times. Okay. Big Lee, you're doing very well. Your camera is showing, just when I say, then you show me your knee.
You okay, Sharon, Fiona?
Very good. Who else?
Good, Sharon. Yeah, Fiona, good.
Excellent. I invite everybody to turn on video, yeah? Yo, Catherine, well done. You have a beautiful home, Catherine Wong. Catherine, good. Yeah. Charlene, yeah, Shireen, yes. Jess also doing very well. Okay, good. Bob also, Bob Lim, doing very good. Yes, yeah, exact point. Okay. Remind all of you is your left foot. Okay. In case you left and right, don't know where.
Good job, Su Cheng.
Very good. Excellent. Yeah. So that is the first point. That is your first point. Okay, I'm going to go on to the second point so that you can go on appreciating the 5 points one after the other. Yeah. Magic point number 2. Da Ling. Okay, no need to pronounce. Okay, no need to know how to pronounce. Just know where it is. Okay, very easy. Along your wrist line is right in the middle. Can't go wrong one. Okay, you look at the picture here, very, very clear. Okay, can see? Yeah. Okay, now the oil to use is hinoki and napan. Why 2 oil? Okay, why 2 oil? You see, these 2 oil are very interesting. Okay, hinoki, let me share with you hinoki. Hinoki is a form of Japanese pine. You know, Japanese pine material that can be used to build the Japanese temple that can last for thousands and thousands of years. Yeah. So they are very, very resistant. They have a life force. They have a very strong, enduring life force. And hinoki, in combination with a series of other herbs coming together, this oil energizes our heart, small intestine, and our pericardial meridian. Now, it relieves stress, like you could see here, and it also can kill germs and reduce odor. It balances your emotion. Very, very important oil for today's pandemic era because of many people having all kinds of mental stress. I was just discussing about mental stress with Amy. Yeah, many children are also undergoing a lot of mental stress. Yeah. And then how about second oil is called napan. Yeah. Japan consists of valerian, and valerian is called the God's given sleeping pill. Yeah, it's a natural sleeping pill, in other words. So you can kind of like, you know, deduce what I'm saying is that it helps you to sleep well. So Japan is a very good oil to de-stress also, but it promotes restfulness and it promotes sleep. Okay, so we do not recommend using Japan if you're going to do some driving on the road, or you're going to study for exam. You know, you may just fall asleep in your book. So if you're going for exam, or you're going to stay awake, de-stress but calm and stay awake and be concentrating, that would be hinoki. Okay, if you want good sleep, a good night's sleep, in one of the talks subsequently that we'll be doing, would be talking about de-stress and how you can promote good sleep. Okay, so these are the two oils that you're going to apply on your pericardium yuan point called Da Ling. All right, now I'm going to stop share and I'm going to invite my demonstrator, Daphne. Okay, now no need to look at me, look at Daphne. Okay, that is the yuan point. Okay, from the middle finger all the way straight down when it crisscross with your wrist, and that is yuan point. Again, you are not too worried about the exact point because you're not poking it with a needle. Around there, you apply using hinoki on a pen. Okay, so at night, if you want to have a good night's sleep, this is also a very good point to stimulate for relaxation. Yeah, so but this point is very good to energize our pericardium meridian for the purpose of enhancing the magic number 2 point. Okay, now can we all look at each other? Can you all show me how you are stimulating your point? Good. Yeah. Oh, brilliant student, all of you. Is it because it's Sarawak Day, or you have all the while been so brilliant all the time? Give yourself a lot of applause. Wow, very good. Excellent, excellent. Yeah. Okay. Well, we even have our TCN Dr. Jermaine Go here. Okay, showing all of you where is her yuan point. Okay, make no mistake, her yuan point is also your yuan point. We are all constructed the same. All right. Okay, so now we have found the second point very easily. Yeah. Shall we move on to the third point? The third point, we move across now. Yeah, we move across now to where? Left or right? Yeah, now we cross over to your right hand. Yeah, your right hand. It is along your lung meridian now. And lung meridian is associated with a metal element. Okay, a metal element is associated with your respiratory health. Very important point, especially during the COVID pandemic time. Strengthen your respiratory health. It will also strengthen your overall immunity. The oil to use is Farnosol Magnolia. This is a king of all the oil. It's a very precious oil. I bring it everywhere I go. Okay, Farnosol Magnolia. If you were to Google the word Farnosol, you realize that Farnosol is actually a natural bioactive ingredient that get as a result of it's a kind of like a byproduct from extraction of magnolia. And in the special extraction process here, we ensure that there's a very high percentage, 10% of farnosol in this bottle of magnolia. And farnosol has a property of anti-cancer. Very important for the prevention of cancer, very important for people that you know around you who are undergoing cancer treatment as well. Okay, it relieves inflammation, allergy of all sorts, and it helps with respiratory health. Okay, it is a very powerful oil, and how you do it is apply it on your yuan point here, which is called the Tai Yuan. Okay, Tai Yuan. I'm going to stop share now, and we're all going to practice Tai Yuan. Okay, Daphne, can you show everyone? Oh, she has a very nice sticker that is stuck there. So it is along your thumb and your index finger, you will draw it down, okay, crisscross there, and that is the yuan point of, okay, again, let's all do 30 round clockwise, followed by 30 round anti-clockwise. Very good, yeah, very good. Now, let me ask you, if you are in the morning, is in the morning. You get out to the sun to take advantage of the power, the extra power from the sun. Should you be facing the sun or should your back be facing the sun? Come, type in and show me that you remember. Wow, also smart, yeah. Yes, correct. The back facing the sun. In the morning, the back facing the sun. Okay. Later, I'll ask you the other question and see whether test you whether you know or not. Okay. So this is the third Yuan point. Okay. Very helpful Yuan point to enhance your lung meridian. Now we move on from the left to the right, and now we go down to your right foot. Okay, your right foot. Okay, your right foot is called a Tai Si Xue. It's called a Tai Si acupressure point. It's correlating to your kidney meridian, and your kidney meridian governs your reproductive system. So for any one of you here who wants to ensure that you have strong reproductive system, okay, good sexual health, good childbearing capacity, improve fertility, and reduce menopausal issues, andropausal issues, all these are relating to your kidney meridian. And kidney meridian is also related to your vitality, your energy level. So you always got energy no good, you see, kidney is called you know. So in the Hokkien, they say meaning that the man also a bit lembek, yeah, cannot stand, yeah. So kidney governs your energy level, okay. And how do you do that? You activate your kidney meridian Yuan point, which is called a Tai Si. Which are the two oil to use? You can use either one of them. The Angelica Ardent, which is a red color one. Angelica Ardent in the local term is called Tang Kui. Okay, so Tang Kui is the herb that many of our mother and grandmother will brew for our sister or our mother or auntie, yeah, to improve the every month cycle, you know, to make sure that the health, the reproductive health is at the tip top, yeah. So this oil promotes blood circulation, it moves the blood, okay, and it relieves menstrual discomfort as well. Then you have the other oil, which is green color, we call it masculine. So you can kind of relate that one is more feminine and the other one is more masculine, yeah, something along that line. But I would just like to correct the misperception a little. It's not necessary that the red one, Tang Kui, is meant only for women, or the green one, the masculine, only for men. No, the Tang Kui is a little bit warmer oil, whereas the masculine is a bit cooler oil. So I love mixing the two together for use, okay, so that there is a balance, yeah. But for some of us here who might be having suffer from cold feet, cold leg, cold feet, cold knee, you know, very easy, you know, very scared of cold, you know, those the body constitution, you are more suitable for using more of the Tang Kui, okay, the Angelica Ardent, okay, whereas the other group of people might be more suitable for using the masculine, all right, especially the one that is very easily feeling heaty type, okay. So masculine move the qi, right? One moves the blood, the other one moves the qi. Both are very important, and these are the oils that you can use, either 1, 2, or 3 drops on this point here. All right, I'm going to stop sharing now. This point it's easy to find as well. Let me invite Daphne. Oh, the dot is already there. Okay, water element. Okay, you can see your anchor. How many of you can feel your anchor? Or may I ask, how many of you cannot feel your anchor? You cannot feel your anchor, must come for a woman workshop and go for slimming now, okay? Now, you feel your anchor is right beside your anchor, okay? Right beside your anchor, so it's quite easy. Again, not so concerned whether how specific, how zun or not, how accurate, yeah? Just roughly around there, put the oil, massage. Oh, I love the way Pek Lee put her. Pek Lee, can you show again? Wow, you yogi, you. Wow, Pek Lee has just graduated from our ambassador course last weekend. Oh, look at Shahrin. My goodness. Wow, two of you like sister leh. Two of you, oh, exact. Hey, can someone take a photo like that? Very interesting. Huh? Wow. Okay, can all of you find? Is it your left foot or your right foot? Correct. It's your right foot, yeah? It's your right foot. Very good. Excellent, yeah? All of you. Okay, the other trick question now. If you are in the afternoon, you're no longer in the morning, you're in the afternoon, should you face the sun or should the sun face your back?
Face the sun.
Should you face the sun, sun face your back? Oh, correct, yeah. Okay, which one? Wow, no fun. I ask question, everybody can answer one. You know, a teacher who asks questions, all the students can answer, that means the teacher asked not the good question. Okay, later I must think of a better question to ask you all. Okay, let's continue. This is magic number 4 already. Magic number 4 already. Let's go to magic number 5. Okay, see, magic number 5 has got to do with your what? Has got to do with your digestive system. Okay, it's called D.I.Y, all pronounced Tai, no need to pronounce. Okay, just know where it is. Okay, it is the earth element. Earth element helps with your digestive system. Okay, it is actually, this point is on your spleen meridian. Okay, the oil to use, one of my favorite oil, especially when my girl was very, very young. Okay, she always get, stomach ache, and this is the oil that will soothe her down. This is the oil that helps with a lot of old people with digestive system that has in the decline, and they typically either have indigestions or they have bloated stomach, air in the stomach. This is an oil that really, really helps them. Yeah, I think Joey is in our group here. Joey's father has really benefited tremendously from this oil before in years ago, since years ago. So yeah, so Huoxiang consists of patchouli. Now I mentioned patchouli is the active ingredient in the bozai pill. Yeah, so we all know that bozai pill help with diarrhea, constipations, and all. Yeah, so it relieves traffic jam on both ends. Okay, on one end you get diarrhea, the other end you get constipation. Yeah, so whether it is one or the other, it is a form of disharmony. Yeah, so you want to harmonize it and then you improve it. Okay, you also improve appetite. Okay, it support your digestive function. Now, how to find this point? Okay, I'm going to stop sharing now, and everybody just zoom in to Daphne. Yeah, okay, left or the right foot?
Left.
Yes, now you have gone back to your left foot. Okay, so look at your left foot, right? The toe. If you look at your toe, beside your toe, there is a protruding bone. Yeah, it's right behind the protruding bone. I love Charlene. Charlene, I think you are a yoga teacher. Yeah, that's correct. Exact point, Charlene. Well done. Yeah, you get a prize. Who is your friend who invited you to my talk here, Charlene? We can't hear you. Can you turn on the speaker?
Wendy.
Wendy, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you get a prize from Wendy. You get a new BMW from Wendy. Okay, we are very generous. Okay, you get a new BMW from Wendy. Thank you, Sherry, for showing me the point. Yes, Big Lee also showing the right point there is on your left foot. Okay, can everybody find it? All of you? Very good. Yeah, very, very good. Okay, it's quite simple. Yeah, see, I told you, we make things simple. Things that are complicated is very difficult to continue. Yeah, things that are very simple, you can do it, like brushing teeth. Okay, so the magic 5 is like brushing your teeth. Every morning, you just brush your teeth, prevent tooth decay. If every morning and every afternoon, you can do this, you can enhance your preventive index, yeah, your preventive level of. Okay, let me ask one more question, trick question. So you're no longer in the morning, you're no longer in the afternoon, you're now in the night. So should the sun face you or should your back face the sun?
No sun.
Come, tell me. No sun. Okay, yeah. See, trick question also cannot 难倒 you. Very good. Give yourself a round of applause. Okay. Now, this essential oil, just now we mentioned 7 essential oil. They are the specialized essential oil, tuned specifically to specific meridian. And today I will not be showing you how to use this Vital Meridian, but a Vital Meridian, the next 3 workshops, should you join us, we will go through in detail how to maximize the benefit of it. Okay. Now, in short, this Vital Meridian, a big bottle, okay, it acts like a carrier. It's like a rocket, okay. It transport the specialized oil, and it penetrates. It helps you to pathfind the meridians and guide the specialized oil into the meridian. Okay, so this acts like a GPS, if you like, yeah. And for very young children, we recommend that you may use only this oil, because it will get into all 14 meridians. Okay, so this is also a very powerful oil, yeah. Now let me continue that, give you a kind of a summary here. Okay, don't worry, if you want to take a picture or whatever, you can. If not, later on, you let us know. We will send you the e-booklet. If those of you who want the e-booklet, let me know. We will send you a copy of the e-booklet in PDF format, so that you can make reference to what I've shared with you today, okay, in a very accurate format. So you notice on this summary table that we have the different 5 elements. Remember, I mentioned about what we are trying to do is to harmonize the 5 elements within our inner universe. And if our inner universe is in harmony, then the tendency is that it will be 太平, peaceful, and health and wellness will then be blossoming. Okay, and so that is how you interpret the 5 elements. Okay, of course, the 5 elements, there's a lot of very interesting story around it. So those of you who have put in the chat 5 just now, okay, we will invite you to our 5 element talks. And those of you who did not put that and you still like to attend a 5 element talk, then type in the chat now, say 5 elements. Now you're being punished. You're going to type more words, 5 elements. Okay, all right. Okay, so you start with the left foot, you go to the left wrist, then the right, and then you come back down to the right foot, and you finish up on the left foot. Okay, so that is how you overview of the 5 elements. Now I'd like to kind of share a few real story. I mean, to be frank, some people thought that, oh, just 5 points, you just press your 5 points. I mean, really got used or not, right? Really effective or not? Is the mother of this girl Daphne Koo here? May I know if the mother is here?
Yes.
Oh, hi, Jennifer.
Yes, I'm Jennifer. Yes, thanks, Alvin. Yes.
I want to thank you and your daughter for showing off, her leg to everybody. And
Okay.
share with us how the human reset, actually the magic 5 benefited your daughter.
Okay. In fact, started off. In fact, I also an ambassador. I learned this. And also I bought the full set of Avita oil, and of all these, I also learned the human reset. Now, with the human reset, of course, initially I'm not too sure about it, how to actually use and things like that. But I have a ex-colleague who is a chief trainer, Siu Ling. She is there, and when we encountered this, we was very worried, because when her leg is having all the rashes and all that.
Was it something that she always had it, or it was?
No. It was not something that she had it, and it was not even have it at any country that we was in, because we stay out of Singapore for a number of years. We was in China. She also went to Hong Kong. She's studying in UK.
So it's
overseas.
A sudden outbreak of rashes.
Yes, suddenly. It's like
what
just
do you do?
before.
What do you do? Yeah.
So of course, as a mother, kind of worried and all that. We'll first would be thinking of going to see a doctor. And of course, for her, she will say that want to see a doctor and things like that. With doctor, doctor will prescribe what? Antibiotics, and also calamine lotion, which the doctor cannot tell me why it happens. So this thing is it just happened, you see, so no one knows. So with this Avita set of full oil, and then I also check with chief trainer Siu Ling how this thing happens and how should I go about doing. So she told me how to use the human reset. In fact, it will help her. So it was at night, and I used the oil and used the human reset, the magic 5. That's what we learned just now.
Right.
And actually applied onto her.
And it's very
all the
simple to
5
do,
points, very simple. And
Yeah.
but as we all know, it's at night, right? No sun.
Mm.
So how to do? So sun is the light lah. At home, we have room lights, right? So the lights actually, it helps also. So doesn't mean that we need sunlight. So no sunlight, we can still do it. And then surprisingly, at night, we do it. And then the amazing part is next morning, when she wakes up, we want to check how's her leg. Her leg is the worst, as you have seen here. So
Yeah.
when we see it, it's like, wow, it has not swollen. The next morning, after I do the human reset, the 5 magic 5, no more swollen, no more itchiness, less redness. So all reduced. And she was very happy. She was like,
I'm sure the mother is very happy too.
yes, of course.
Thank you.
Yes, so this is I will fully encourage that all of you should learn all this. It's a very hands-on things that you learn, and you can help your family, and also you can also share with your friends. And it's part of what we also have trainings and things like that, and then education. So we come back for workshops, and then we learn and practice.
Thank you. Wow.
Yes.
Everyone, a round of applause.
We're very happy. Yes. Yeah.
Happy mother.
Amazing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for
Okay.
letting me share. Yes. Thanks.
Thank you. And human reset has gone not just in Singapore, but all over the world as well. And this is it is actually a school in Muar in West Malaysia. I'm wondering whether Alice is here or not, or is anybody who have any of the teacher here. I know that this is actually a school in Muar, and the teachers, some of the teachers have learned this, and I know many teachers here. So the teachers of this center has learned our Meridian therapy, and they implemented in the school first with the children, and then they extend it to all the family members, the parents especially, and they made it into a practice. And so you could see that, you know, the lineup of all the parents with their children, with a back facing the sun in the morning and doing the human reset. It has helped the children, especially that this particular training center has many children who are of special needs caliber. Okay, some of them are slow learners, some of them are autistic, and some of them are, you know, different special needs. And that all of them have improved, especially their immunity. Okay, and improvement in their immunity and their attention span will then help them to actually excel better in their therapy treatment as well as the school academic study. Yeah, so this is in Muar, Malaysia, and we are very happy. I'm very, very proud that Meridian 101 has gone all the way to the Philippines, and today we have a thriving group of Filipinos who are our Meridian 101 practitioner. Really spreading the goodness. You know, they are as powerful as a COVID, but in a good way. And may I know if Betsy, one of the champion, is here? Hey Betsy, yeah, I'm glad to see you here, Betsy. Hey, where did Betsy go? Yeah, Betsy, could you share? I mean, I see lots of pictures here of you and your gangs doing Meridian therapy. How has Meridian therapy and human reset help you and your fellow Kakabayan in the Philippines?
Yes. Well, great, Alvin. Thank you so much for being here. Actually, you know, when it first started, when you brought it down here to the Philippines, all of us were so excited, but none more excited than me, because I knew that this movement could just go everywhere. So as you can see that picture, we were doing a lot of corporate talks, we were doing washer parties, and then, you know, the lockdown hit. And so what do? You can't do anything. And it was like, okay, we called up each other, go, so what do we do? Oh, let's do the human reset. So it started that movement. So every day at 2 o'clock, we would do the human reset. Everybody would just come on, and we would just do it together. And what we call chica session, we would just talk, but at the same time, we would quiz each other about the points. And you know, a lot of the members are here now. You know, I told them, let's join this 2 p.m. because this is really the movement we need to propagate. So a lot of them are here, like ambassadors that we just graduated, Kat Ding, Zaida, Rose. We have Dr. Angie, and we have guests like Mayumi from Japan is also here, and Doodle. And so this movement has really just gone wild here in the Philippines, and I'm so glad and thankful that you have brought it here to us.
And I'm very thankful that all the Filipinos are here celebrating Sarawak Day with all the Sarawakians as well. Thank you, Betsy. And there's this boy here, and we are very happy about this particular boy here. And I would like to invite the one who is indirectly responsible for this boy, and she's none other than the demonstrator, Daphne Chua. Okay, Daphne, could you share with us?
Yes, Fiona is my friend, and this little boy is Fiona's son.
And where is Fiona, may I know?
Okay, Fiona is working in Singapore.
Oh, working.
Her son, working in Singapore, while her son was back in Philippines. So, when her son has an asthma attack, so she quickly taught her how to do the human reset because she has attended our human reset before, and then because she know that when the asthma attacks can become based on the past experience can become a very high fever or even hospitalization, correct? So she just over the video call, and Fiona just guide her step by step, and then over the video call step by step, and how to do the human reset. Amazing.
It's really so amazing, isn't it? Because it's something so simple that we can teach, just like what we are doing now, to everyone, young and old. And if how old is this boy?
Last year he was 9 years old.
9 years old.
Okay.
10. If 9 years old can learn it, I'm sure none of you will say that's too difficult. Agree?
Yeah, correct.
Thank you so much.
Last year is another good news is that since last year there has been no serious asthma come back to him.
Which means that his inner microcosm has become more and more harmonious.
Yes.
You get what I mean? Yeah. So he's no longer depending on a drug to kind of take away the symptom whenever there's a disharmony. Okay, but we are now gradually correcting our inner microcosm to make it more and more harmonious in our inner universe. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I hope that one day we will have this little boy come online to share with us. And we have from Australia, right? Australia, we have our champion in Australia, our Pauline and Tony. I saw that they both, Pauline is in Singapore right now, and Tony is far away in Perth, Australia. And they have helped this lady, Monifa. Pauline, could you share with us what because I've never met this Monifa myself before.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, Monifa is a friend of mine in Perth. And when the professor taught us the human reset, I brought it back to Australia and started teaching all the Avita members human reset. At first, they were quite reluctant because, it's something not usual that they would do every day. So they started doing it. Yeah, they started doing it, and they felt so good. And Monifa said, wow, I really felt energized. I felt lighter, and even my knees, they stopped aching. So now she says, I'm so loyal. I'll do it every morning.
Every morning.
Yeah, every morning. She said, wow, if I do it often, it becomes a good habit. So I'm all for it, So
exactly. Yeah, it's really about creating good habits. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, it became.
Thank you, Pauline. By the way, Pauline is one of the mentor in our Meridian 101 series. She's been responsible for bringing the movement all the way into the Australia market. Okay, thank you, Pauline.
Welcome.
Thank you. And on the right here, you see that this lady in purple, she's someone who suffered from sleep disorder for a long time, many years, many years. Yeah. And we have the one in red. She's actually a physiotherapist and one of our trained Meridian ambassador as well. She traveled to Taitung. I think it's Taitung, right? Xiuling.
It's Pingtung.
Pingtung, sorry, Pingtung
Yeah.
in Taiwan. Yeah. And after she has done this human reset for her, she slept. She shared with us that she slept very well for the first time for a long time. Okay. And I think these are all, it's not a sleeping pill kind of thing. It's all about rewiring. And I would say rewiring. It's all about putting right the chaos within the inner universe. Okay. That would be a better way of describing it. Yeah. And at this point, I'm very proud that many of my associates here have brought Meridian 101 to not just benefit themselves and their immediate family, but have gone one step further into the community, especially into the community that are disadvantaged and marginalized, that are needful. And I'm very proud to share and to introduce to all of you, okay, the chief trainer of essentially Meridian, Ms. Kwok Siu Ling. And Kwok Siu Ling has brought us to Nepal, and she has benefited hundreds and hundreds of villagers in Nepal. And who is better to share this story other than Kwok Siu Ling herself? Siu Ling, please.
Thank you, Alvin. Yes, I do medical mission with a team of medical doctors every alternate year to Nepal. These photos are taken in 2018, where we actually do medical treatment for thousands of villagers over the 1 week period in 3 villages during the medical camp. Okay, so that is the treatment part, but I believe in education and training as well, because not just to give a man a fish, you feed him one day, or you teach him how to fish so that he can actually look after himself. And the best is to teach him to teach others how to fish. So you can see that actually I did the human reset training for a team of team leaders and also church pastors and leaders. And under the sun, actually, I teach them how to do it, because all these leaders come from different villages. They learn these simple skills. They are able to go back to their respective villages and teach their villagers. Because over there, many of them are so poor, they have never seen a doctor in their whole life. And these are simple DIY methods that they can actually teach themselves. And even I have teach a missionary who has no TCM background. She followed me and become my assistant. And after the medical mission, she stayed on. She went to visit some of the villages, and she did actually treatment for a stroke patient. And after that, the stroke patient is able to feel the pain in his body. Okay, very simple, easy, but yet the effectiveness is there. So I encourage all of you to try it out yourself, okay, and experience this amazing, simple therapy that everybody can do anytime. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. But Siu Ling, in anticipation, yeah, of some people asking, right? I mean, I'm sure many of these villagers will not have the money to buy the oil, And so what is the effectiveness with the oil, without the oil, and what would be your response to those questions?
Okay, of course, the best combination is under the sun with Arbitral herbal essential oil. That's the most powerful combination. Okay, but for during the medical camp, I sponsor the oil. But of course, after I leave, okay, I ask them to use whatever that's available locally. They have mustard seed oil, they have coconut oil. Yeah, so it can help them for the lubricant effect. In fact, I bring the beans, yeah, because it's about 5 elements, 5 colors. So we have the green, the red beans, the soya bean, the black beans, and I get them to paste on the respective points so they remember where are the points specifically. And you can enhance the 5 elements, of course, the 5 relating correspondent organs in our body. With sun, with oil, best combination. If not, okay, at least do it, under the sun, and of course, try to get oil and you experience how it actually works on you. Yeah.
Yeah, I fully agree. Yeah, and unfortunately, we are unable to teach everybody around the world. I mean, especially in a very marginalized community. But if they can, we can sponsor the oil. That will be even better. And I would like to share that is what I did in Kenya. This is in East Africa, Kenya, a children's home whereby disadvantaged children, they are destitute children, they are from the slum. Many of them are orphans, and they get rescued to live in this home. 200 over children live there. And in 2016 and 2018, I went there. I trained a group of kids on Meridian therapy. And today, until today, from 2016 till now, they rely on the oil and the gua sha and acupressure, and about 14 kids who have been trained personally by me, looking after the 200 over children and all the teachers in the home. And starting in about 2 months' time or 3 months' time, we hope to spin off into a social enterprise based in Kenya that will propagate Meridian therapy officially as a social business that can help the extended community in Kenya. So we are very proud that, and the reason why it can be done is because the technique is very, very simple. Very simple, but very effective. And using the oil, it will then push up the effectiveness to a very high level. So that is how we have been doing it for many of us. I can't complete telling all the story. There's so many 100 stories around. Yeah, but the next talk, if you join us, we'll share more with you. Yeah. Okay. So what are the skill set that we compartmentalize into specific workshop? So we have the de-stress, we have the woman, we have the facial reflexology, and we have everyone, and we have the talk. So each one of them have a very specific function, looking after and caring for specific systemic health in our body. Yeah. You want to know more, you can go to essentiallymeridian.com and you can read all about it, or ask the person who introduced you to today's talk here. Yeah. So where have we brought it to? All over the world and all over the country, in any city as well. I brought it to India, and many of us brought it to different countries. We bring it to community. We do community service and service the old folks or the disadvantaged community. We bring to school especially. We teach the teachers how to take care of the kids. We teach the parent support group how to take care of the children, and we take care of the children. We also train the children how to take care of the parents as well. Yeah. And we brought it into also the corporate sector. Of late, before the pandemic, we have a very healthy demand from across the different cities, from corporate companies. You see here banks, you have insurance company, you have schools, you have technology company, IBM, even hospitals. They are all inviting us to go in there and teach them how do they do something so simple that can look after themselves and prevent illnesses, rather than depending on treatment after they have fallen sick. Yeah. So the idea is preventing sickness rather than treating sickness. Yeah. And I'm very proud to share that Amy Chong, the host of today, very proudly announced that she has just recently, last weekend, graduated from our latest Meridian 101 Ambassador Program. And this is a program that trains all of us who then graduate to wearing these black t-shirts and going out there and make an impact in the community. Yeah. So this course is, if you want to know more, you can find out more from whoever. But this is a professionalized program rather than just a learn and you do it and help yourself program. Yeah. So today is you just learn. You don't even need to know whatever points they are called. You just help yourself and enjoy good health. But if you would like to join us and really join in this movement, then we encourage you to come along and inquire more and join us in this program. The next ambassador course, it will be a couple of months later. It will be in October 2021. Okay, right. And now what we have learned today is systemic health. If you look at the square here, then I will be looking at the fourth square. Yeah. But if you want to have a healthy you, it's not just a systemic health. It's just not about you go back down to the fundamental. It's about cells as well. Okay. I think just now Amy mentioned about the help that she has received using cellular therapy. Okay. So cell therapy 101 is a different educational talk that I give. So those of you who are keen to learn about this talk, okay, you can sign up now. Okay, sign up now by typing into the chat. Then we can arrange a specific talk whereby you can sign. You can write in the chat cell 101. Then I will know who are interested in cell 101. Now, literally, what is Cell 101 is about understanding how our cells reproduce, regenerate, and how it decline as well. If you look at here, aging is one way that our cell would degenerate. In other words, it has lesser and lesser energy. And if the lesser and lesser energy, it means that it cannot regenerate and reproduce and renew themselves. And what will then happen is that you end up having knee pain, your kidney will start to, malfunction, your blood, your immune system is not good, your heart, your whatever, yeah? So the idea of cell therapy is a knowledge on how to intercept and prevent further degeneration. How do you repair and maintain your cells at the cellular level and then rebuild and rejuvenate your cell? So if your cells are able to regenerate better, then there are many tissues in our body that can be reproduced stronger and stronger, and overall your health will be better and better. It's a very powerful preventive care. It's not just about curative, it is preventive treatment. And if you look at Amy, this is a picture of Amy way back in 2015, sorry. Yeah, and that was the last day of a chemo treatment in Singapore. She came with Bernie, her son. Bernie is also somewhere here. And they celebrated her last day of chemo treatment together with all of us in our office. We were so happy, and she was showing off the pinkish nail, and her doctor who signed her off for the chemo treatment was telling her that how I wish all my cancer patients are just like you. Okay, look at you, you don't look like a cancer patient at all, apart from the loss of her hair, Look at her nail. She said, you have pinkish nail, and we were happy for her. And if you were to pay attention to her face, if you kind of like pin her screen now, you'll realize that with Cell Therapy 101, she aged much slower as well. So she looks as youthful as in 2015, which is like almost 6 years ago. Yeah, a big round of applause for Amy. Thank you very much. And that was the start of it to where we are today. Okay, thank you, Amy, for hosting today's. Yeah, so that is Cell 101. Those of you who are keen to know more about Cell 101, type in the chat group Cell 101. And then we will take note of your name. And when we organize the Cell 101 talk soon, we will invite you to join us. All right. So today's talk is coming to the close. It's really about knowing the right point. And today you learn just five simple ones, 5 points. Knowing the right oil on the right point, and then you will get the right joint always without fail. Okay. And of course, we didn't talk too much about each of these specific oil, but there's a lot of knowledge, a lot of skills that you can acquire behind this, okay, to enhance your own health and that of your whole family. All right. So I hope today you have all enjoyed it. This is a very important little snapshot that I would include in the e-booklet, or if you want, I'll produce one. I can send it to you. Yeah. So this would be a good overview of where are the points, but specific point you will refer to the booklet. It will tell you exactly which point. If you're still not sure, just call one of us. Okay. Any one of the black people here will be able to guide you professionally. Yeah. Okay. So I hope that today it has been helpful. We could come on a little Q&A sessions, before we end the celebrations. Yeah. Back to you, Amy, for the Q&A. How about that?
Wow. How was that? Oh, there was so much learning that we have gained. Thank you, Alvin.
Thank you.
We will now open the session for Q&A. And this is the golden opportunity to ask our esteemed presenter, Alvin, any questions you have, or you want to seek any clarification?
Yeah, not just me. I have a whole team of very highly experienced people who have brought Meridian 101 to different parts of the world. So please, yeah.
There's a question, if I can, in the text that earlier on that says, are we able to to do the human reset before meals or after meals?
Before noon or afternoon? No,
Meals.
you'll be the best to do twice a day. Okay. Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, like I say, it would be best if you can do like 200 times, but it depends on our lifestyle, yeah, okay. But it'd be great to do it one time in the afternoon, okay, because you remember I mentioned about there's one slide that talk about your 任督二脉is a circular qi functions, yeah. So if you can do it one time in the morning and one time in the afternoon, that would be the best, yeah. But should your lifestyle not allow that, then just choose to do it one time a day, in the morning or in the afternoon. Okay, so either way. Okay.
The question is about after meal.
Oh, sorry, after meal. I'm not listening. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Xiu Ling, what's your advice on that?
Okay. Our advice is never do on a full stomach or when you're too hungry. Okay. So allow some time for your food to be digested before you do. Okay. This is very human reset. I've actually teach human reset in many parts of the country, and especially elderly with chronic issues, and even patients going through cancer treatment. This will be very, very helpful for them because it can support their immune system and can reduce a lot of side effects arising from the chemo and cancer treatment. Okay, experience it yourself and try it out, especially during this pandemic. Very important to support our immune system. That is our best defense against the invisible enemy.
And I highly recommend that those of us with parents who are aged, okay, they may not be able to, do it by themselves. You could do it lovingly for them as well. Okay, it is really powerful to help the elderly folks to enhance their immunity and improve their inner harmony. Okay.
There's a question on how frequent should we do it to a 73-year-old person who have angioplasty 3 years ago, or probably is there any age limit also if you can add into that?
Okay, good questions. Any 73-year-old here that can answer this question? No one want to admit you're 73 years old?
Alvin?
Yeah.
My mother-in-law is 75 years old.
Please.
She has stroke before, and then she actually got well and out of the wheelchair by doing human reset and also Celagen. And she does it once a day in the morning, and she does it 200 times each time.
Wow.
That's the reason why she got out of the wheelchair.
And she's able to walk 1 hour every day now, yeah, Ying?
It's so amazing, isn't it? Yeah. But of course, everything good comes with a price. And the price is whether you're willing to do it on a daily basis or not. And for Yun Ting's, your mother or mother-in-law?
Mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law, right? Yeah. And she does it every day, 200 times or more. Okay. I hope your mother, next time, can you please invite your mother-in-law to come on this forum?
I will try.
Yeah, because I wish that it's one thing for us to tell the story, is another thing for the storyteller to be there to tell the story. Yeah, and the good thing is that on Zoom it's very easy, no? She can do it from her home as well. Fantastic, thank you very much. I was hoping that someone like you could come on and share about this, so it's from real experience rather than from, it's not academic. This workshop is not an academic thing. Okay, great. Come, fire off the next questions. Anyone?
There's a question on whether, I guess this is a case of if people are on medication or some kind of receiving some kind of treatment, whether doing the human reset will have some contraindication. So perhaps you could advise on this.
Yeah, this is a fantastic, it's like a medical question, right? Can I invite a medical professional here to do it? Nelly, where are you? Dr. Nelly. I saw Dr. Nelly here just now. She is a medical professional who runs her own clinic for the last almost 3 decades. Okay, she's a very, very good doctor. Okay, Nelly, yes, I saw you. Yes, Nelly, can you share with them if a patient is on medication, doing human reset, will it interfere with that?
I think I was the one who asked that question, Alvin.
So the Western doctor asked a question. Let me ask the Eastern doctor to answer this question. Where is Jermaine? I saw Jermaine here somewhere just now. She was practicing. Is Jermaine here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, is it? Oh, Jermaine is in her clinic. Yeah, nothing. Wow, that is the best. The Western doctor asked the Eastern doctor. Eastern doctor answer the Western doctor. Come, Jermaine.
Yes, what is the question now?
She might be treating someone. Okay,
Yeah.
come.
Is there if someone is on medication or receiving treatment? In fact, someone also asked about when the person is on chemo, whether when you do all this human reset, which essentially says about TCM and the activation of Meridian, that whether there'll be contraindication.
I don't think so lah, because this is our own Meridian. No matter what, the chemo won't affect, because it's actually, it will help to strengthen it. And when you in my opinion, when they accept the chemo, then it actually help because of you are doing the human reset, right? It actually strengthen your immunity. So actually it help you after the chemo or during the chemo, you don't feel that you are very weak. That's what my take.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and I would like to add on to that is that you are not consuming anything. Okay, so it's very unlikely that you will contribute, you will interfere with whatever medicine that you're taking. Literally, what you're doing is you're energizing your own body in a universe. You're using oil to energize, and oil is not really oil. Oil is literally a form of energy that is coming into your system to bring up your immunity. So today's Magic 5 is really about enhancing your immunity level from an energetic perspective level rather than taking whatever medicine. Yeah. Thank you very much.
I have an interesting question. Actually, this for the Western doctor. I think Western doctor is getting to realize that sometimes antibiotics and all that they try to resist trying to giving that to too many young children. So would this set of oils actually be helpful for them to help children or even older people?
I think it's definitely would be helpful. Having said that, we are not saying that the Western medicine is no good. Yeah, it has got its own areas of benefits. I also see Nelly for whatever. Sometimes if there is any need or whatever. Yeah, but what is really important is whether or not any of the practitioner or in medicine believe in it. Yeah, whether they would try it first for themselves. Okay, we are not here to. It's not a debate, yeah. It's really experiential. It's like that boy in Fiona's son, 9-year-old son, and obviously he can forever rely on the Ventolin, for example, for his asthmatic attack. But on the other hand, if there is a way that can tune up his inner universe, tune up his lung meridians, the meridian that governs the respiratory health over a period of time. This is not something that is like overnight, yeah. If we can tune it up over a period of time and strengthen him from within, then I would argue that it would be something that is no harm to try. First, do no harm to try. But if there's a goodness that can come out of it, then you can count it as a blessing or a bonus. Yeah. So all of us, we'd like to invite you to just try it for the next 1-2 weeks. And those of you who like to have the benefit of using the oil, then you can ask whoever your friends who introduce you to get hold of them. Yeah.
Alvin, can I just share something about how I use the oils in the clinic?
Yes, please do. Please.
Recently, because you're talking about Ventolin, and generally for us, we use the Ventolin inhaler, the nebulizer, to bring the medicines to the babies, to the children, especially if they are in an asthmatic attack. But recently, because of COVID, we're not allowed to do that because it will aerosolize, and because we do not swab children, we don't know whether they have COVID or not, but they are having difficulty in breathing. Right. So I had one such case and I said, please go to the hospital, let the hospital handle it. But the parents were not willing, and the kid was quite breathless. So I was a bit panicky and I didn't know what to do. But luckily for me, now I have Hinoki and Magnolia in the clinic.
Okay.
And because I learned where are the points to stimulate and all that, I told the mom, disclaimer, I don't know if it works. I have done it for my sons and it seemed to help, but that's the best I can do for you now. So she gave me this very funny look, but she allowed me to rub the oils on the lung meridian. I was a small child, about 6 or 7. So I didn't do any gua sha. I didn't have my gua sha board, but I did the rubbing on all the points and all that. So I had very strange looks lah. And then my staff were like, what that funny smell coming from the room. but after about 3 to 5 minutes, after I've gone through all the rubbing and all that, the kid was noticeably breathing better. The breathing got a bit better, and I probably saved them a trip to the hospital lah. So that's how I became a little bit more confident in, okay, let's do this now.
Wow! Can every one of you give a big round of applause?
It now.
Wow, this is really moving towards integrative medicine practice, yeah, combining the best of the East and the West. Thank you very much, Dr. Nelly, for sharing this experience and this story with all the rest of us. It's very inspiring. Thank you.
Alvin, there's another question. Someone, Roseanne, has asked if a human reset can be done on a baby as young as 5 months old who has eczema.
Not really. Yeah, we won't recommend to do it on baby that is less than a year old or something, you know, because in fact your meridian system for a child would only fully develop, you call it, you know, at the age of about 10 or so. Okay, so below the age of 10, we would just recommend use the oil, just massage gently around, just energize her own overall system, but not to press on any of the acupressure point or meridian. Allow the child to fully develop. Okay, 10 years old and above, if you want to do gua sha, you can do very light gua sha. We don't even recommend, you know, you can, most of the time you just use a knuckle to stimulate the meridian. Yeah, good questions. If the person who, the mother, or you know, you can contact us we can give you extra tips on how to improve the health of a small little baby. Okay, thank you.
I think this time is, sorry.
Oh. Okay, I think the time is kind of dragging. It's coming. We can close the session, and those who have questions, we'll be happy to kind of stay behind and entertain any question for a while more. Yeah, back to you, Amy.
Okay. Thank you, Alvin, for such an engaging, interesting, and fun session. Let's give Alvin a heart emoji as a token of our appreciation.
Thank you.
Okay, I think most of you know. Yep. Okay, great. Yeah. Now, do you feel that you know more about caring for yourself better? And you can do a self-massage for yourself or for your loved ones in the comfort of your home. You can also teach your spouse, your family members, and even your children and anyone that you want to help. Yeah, so that's the learning we have today. Now, following on from Sarawak Day, we will continue the celebration up to Malaysia's Hari Kebangsaan with 3 more Meridian Therapy eWorkshop. As you learn to care for yourself and all in your family, let us remember that there are others in the community who also need our care and support, especially during this pandemic period. You can learn and care for others in participating in these 3 workshops by contributing a nominal fee of 150 ringgit, which is equivalent to 50 Sing dollars. And all net proceeds will be donated to the Kuching Lions Nursing Home that provides nursing care for the elderly. Okay, let's have a look at what the workshops are, the 3 workshops. Okay, on the 31st of July, on a Saturday, from 2 to 3:30, we have respiratory care. And this is the most important workshop, especially with COVID pandemic, to strengthen your respiratory system. Then on the Saturday, 14th of July, we have also at the same time, 2 to 3:30, we have intestinal care. And through this workshop, you learn how to tune up your digestive and detoxification system. Well, do you know that the health of your gut and digestive system will also affect your level of immunity too? And the last, or not last but not least, the 3rd one will be on Tuesday, which happens to be Malaysia Hari Kebangsaan. 31st of August, 2 to 3:30 will be cardio care. And this is with mental stress rising as a result of the pandemic and burning out from working at home, and also affecting many school children and teenagers. Learn to de-stress and calm your nervous system. Okay, to sign up for the 3 e-workshops, you simply click on the 150 ringgit button, https://www.essentiallymeridian.com Sarawak Day #sign up to do the contribution. A Zoom link will be sent to your email address. And to optimize your experiential learning and gain full effectiveness for the above 3 e-workshops, you're highly encouraged to attend with a set of Avita herbal essential oils and a gua sha board. Now, coming up, we have, in addition, Avita has kindly supported the Sarawak Day event with 2 promo sets of herbal essential oils. When you purchase promo set A, we will extend a complimentary ticket for all 3 workshops, which means you attend the workshops for free. This promotion is also available for Singapore and Australia. And for your online payment, please go to https://www.essentiallymeridian.com Sarawak Day /promo. And for those of you who are in Kuching, you can approach me if you want to place an order, and the order we place through the KL office. All right. Okay, as we come to the end of this afternoon's event, I would like to thank all of you for your interest in preventive healthcare. May we continue to learn and grow together. I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank the Singapore team, Alvin, Chong Peng, Pauline, Swee Ling, Wendy, Gerald, Vera, Jenny, and Daphne, and anybody else I have left out for giving me such great support, without which I couldn't have done it this afternoon. Thank you. Now, before we leave, kindly turn on your video so that we can take a picture together. Yeah? Right, let's